Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. X-Men 97 trailer is out. We're just going to go straight into a reaction. Can't wait. Love the original, one of my all-time favourite cartoons. And, yeah, whatever.
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
I'm grateful to have the chance to say goodbye.
Oof, the animation for Series 5 was abysmal.
My X-Men.
Fate lies in our
Great ending,
hands
though.
now.
We have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
No matter how dark it is, we must believe in each other.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
Heads up!
Nice.
To me, my X-Men. Magneto.
The last will and testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built now belongs to me.
Well. Okay, so the animation doesn't look great. I mean, the original wasn't great, but, you know, this is 21st century and this is Disney. And we consider the stuff that Warner Brothers puts out with their animations. There's no excuse for this. However, it looks good enough, you know. It's in keeping with the essence of the original. Needs to grow up a little bit with this audience, but I'm still excited for it. We saw Pregnant Jean Grey. That can only mean two things, which I won't say what they could mean because it's going to spoil it for you guys, you know what I mean? So I won't talk about it during this trailer reaction. However, we will do a full-on discussion about this on Friday during the podcast, and I will talk some spoiler stuff there, so be warned. However, for this trailer, Pregnant Jean Grey in the comic books is a whole thing, and that's very, very interesting. We saw a cool little moment there with Gambit and Wolverine of the claws, which was pretty sweet, although again the animation not the best. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Just as long as it keeps the same attitude as the original and isn't Disneyfied in any way, because that's my fear. My fear is they're going to Disneyfy it, and I don't like that because then that just means all the women will have no personalities, and it's just going to be very dull, like What If was. However, just keep it that. I know the premise. The premise is, of course, obviously, at the end of the 5th series, Professor Xavier kind of died or was taken away by the Shi'ar, by Lilandra. I think that's how it went. And he's no more, essentially. And the premise here is that, you know, his will is he's left everything to Magneto. So Magneto is now going to become like the head of the X-Men. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun conflict of interest there to see what happens, how that goes into. Again, the beauty with this universe now is as well is it has the potential to. There's so much they could do with it, and as long as they get this one right and keep people intrigued for more, you can go down so many different routes. You could do, like, you know, the whole Strife situation. You could do You could do like House of M, Annihilation, all this kind of stuff. Decimation, not Annihilation. You could do Avengers versus X-Men if you wanted. You could do the new X-Men, which was the whole Krakoa thing. There's a lot they can play with here. And I hope by having the animation look like this, in terms of just keeping the budget low, it means that they'll make a lot more. And if they make a lot more, then I'm happy. And as long as they take all the stories from like the 90s and the Quesada era, then we have a lot to play with. But if they make this like What If, then I'm going to be not interested at all. So I could take the hit on the animation if it means we get great storylines. I mean, like I said, like Warner Brothers animation stuff has been fantastic. However, their quality has dipped in the last couple of years to save on money. But the stories are still good. Stories are still intriguing. So the trade-off is fine. So if you look at the original X-Men series, the animation has not aged well at all, but I'll still watch it and love it because the storylines were fantastic, that it treated the audience like adults, and you were there for the whole ride. You didn't feel like corned out and all this kind of stuff. So as long as they don't do that here, we'll be okay. You know, even like the final season of X-Men, the animation was abysmal. It was like really abysmal. They changed companies, they kind of dropped the budget and all this kind of stuff, but it was still good. Like at least the ending was good. You know what I mean? So, you know, fingers crossed. Anyway, looks good. Let's rock and roll. Bring on 20th of March, baby. Bye.